day 5. I am excited. You know, this means that this is the close of the challenge. I'm not excited because it's the close, but I'm excited because I've been able to stay consistent till the last day. And for today, I am just curious. I mean, I want to finish the set for today, and then we have a look at the measurements and also get our results. Yeah. So I have already covered 3.14 kilometers. I haven't done any hula hoop. I haven't done any squats. 8 minutes of hula hoop, no squats. Alright, so off we go with the squats and then hula hoop and then we get to check the results. Alright, so we start counting 50 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. 30 more to go. Alright, 30 more to go. Stretch a little bit. More to go. Okay. 10 more to go. I'm waiting for around minutes. I mean, I could start if I didn't know. Yeah. Okay. Ready and go. So let's see if today we'll be able to get to the 30th minute. Yesterday, I mean dropping, so let's see how today goes. And I think I'm waiting. I'll give it like a few seconds before starting. Yeah, now timer is on. Alright, so 30 minutes remaining. And yesterday we learned a few things. We did a recap on introducing yourself in Swahili and in German, and also a recap on counting the numbers 1 up to 20 in German and in Swahili. What else did we do? How to introduce yourself, to say where you live and how old you are, both in German and in Swahili. What's that? And we're trying to cover days of the week. And I got a little bit confused, or I had lost some track with the Swahili days of the week. But yeah, at least for the German days of the week, you also got to learn. This feels nice. I mean, the last day of this challenge, because when I started, I didn't think I would manage to pull it through. But here I am today, the last day of the month, right? It's been a month, so 5 days a week, with the weekends being rest days. And I've seen great improvements with the energy it takes to hula hoop. Initially, I was really breathing a lot, and I was feeling like I was gasping for air, because I think it's some kind of cardio, like some level of cardio as well. So it gets your heart racing a little bit. And when I started, it was a little bit uncomfortable because of that. Now I am way better, far much better. And I don't even struggle with the hula hoop. I get to feel the burn, but it is okay. The body has adapted. It's not like the way I felt the burn in the initial weeks. And I had to take a break because I just couldn't carry on. Yeah. So it's been an interesting and exciting journey. All this because I want to know, does hula hooping really help with the tummy? And I mean, I've been hula hooping for a long time, since I was a kid, like I said initially, but I just never paid attention to know whether it has any impact or not. Or even when I hula hooped, it was in combination with other workouts, so I couldn't really pinpoint and exclude it and say that, you know what, yeah, I think it does indeed have an effect. But now we can get an answer to that because we get to take the measurements after this, and we see how it will be. Once we get the measurements, then we know. In 1 month, we were able to do 10 days, okay, 20 days. 20 days in a month. That's 5 days a week, right? Times 4. So 20 days in a month. And how many hours? 30 minutes every day. So 30 minutes of hula hooping and 50 squats. So okay, let's just count the hula hooping minutes. So that would be 30 times. How many days did we do again? 20, right? Yeah. So 30 times 20, that's 600 minutes. 600 minutes of hula hooping has this X effect on me, right? So we'll get to see at the end of it all. And it's been an enriching experience because along the journey I've also gotten to learn lot as I was recounting and just taking a look back down the memory lane. And yeah, when I started this week, I mean, it's been an interesting experience. It's just been lots of lessons to learn and a lot of self-awareness and actualization, because I got to know that in most cases, other things get prioritized over personal time, you know, like when you just get to sit down and say, you know what, this is my time, I'm just enjoying a movie, or I'm taking a walk, or going for a hike, or playing football, whatever it is you enjoy doing. How often do you just intentionally get to decide that, you know, and not when you've stayed for a long time and you're like, oh, I think I'm now out of shape, I need to get back to my routine, yeah? So not because you're necessitated to do that, if there's such a word. Yeah, not because it's a necessity, but because you just want to cultivate and build it into your routine, into part of who you are. That's been the greater lesson for me, because it's so easy to break up the hours in the day and allocate the errands, but being intentional about this is my me time, like this is time to either read a book, work out, or just do something purely and entirely for yourself, that hasn't been the case as much. I mean, sometimes I do it, but it tends to be passive, on a passive level. But this week I've gotten, I mean this month with this challenge, I've gotten to be super intentional about it, and it actually feels great. It gives some kind of fulfillment, you know, like you've got this, you know. Also, it has reminded me to keep setting challenging goals, because when I started, I was questioning and I was really doubting, will I be able to cover this 50 squats and then 30 minutes in one session? And it was true, like I wasn't able to cover all those in one go when I started, as it was super clear, like I had to break down the workouts into sessions and phases, I mean, yeah. But now I have finished 50 squats, and after that I just pause for a while and then straight up 30 minutes, you see. So if I only said, let me set 20 squats and maybe 5 minutes hula hooping every day, I was doubting myself, yes, and maybe I would have done that and I would be happy, yay, I've achieved. But ideally I would be lowballing myself, yeah, because it turns out I have the capability to achieve much more. So it's just been a reminder as well to me that when setting goals, aim higher and strive to achieve better. So maybe that's something you can learn as well. I don't know what you've been thinking about doing or starting or incorporating into your routine. Maybe you can apply that concept, and it's better to, what's this saying? Shoot for the stars, aim for the moon, or aim for the moon. I don't know how it goes, but something like that. It's like you aim higher, and then if you land in the moon, then it's still okay, like you're still higher, other than just shooting into the first layer of clouds and getting it and you're excited, yeah? So that's one lesson among, that's one of the lessons I've learned. Another one is that with practice, things get better. I mean, that's a cliche, I know, but it's also good to see it in play, yeah? whatever it is will come along as you progress. Because I remember when I was doing the first video, I said, I don't think I'll be able to upload 30 minutes. I'll be able to upload 30 minutes of hula hooping. I mean, that seems like a lot of time, yeah? And it actually is a lot of time. And that was when I was setting the goal, right? I had never done the recording or just being intentional about this. And that was what my brain told me. And yeah, it seemed true at the moment. But then I did the first day, second day, and then third day. Then I realized, I started recording. Before I knew it, okay, 30 minutes gone. So sometimes we live so much in the mind, and if we never come out of that thinking space, we never really get to achieve anything. So in this case, if I would have said, yeah, I'll just wrap up the first 5 minutes and that's it, I mean, I would have done that, but then I didn't. I just decided to carry on, and along the way I figured it out somehow, yeah? Make mistakes, correct them, learn from them, and become a better version of yourself. Like, I always like to say that competition is between me and my former self, yeah? When I wake up today or tomorrow, I want to be better than I was yesterday. So it doesn't really matter like what other people are doing. I mean, it's good also to have perspective and view of what other people are doing, get to learn from them, but always strive to be your number one competitor. Because if you're not, then it means that you're allowing growth not to take place, and that's a really dangerous zone to be in. So that's some of the things I've gotten to learn. And discipline among all, because the days, and I would say this when I was recording, the days I was just forcing myself to do the hula hoop and the squats, but as soon as I started doing them, I just realized that the body came in sync and it was okay. But if I had said, you know what, yeah, I'll skip, I don't really feel like it, then I would have skipped, and one break becomes another and another, and before I know it, the pattern is completely broken. Then another key thing, yeah, regarding the minutes, I was thinking, what will I even be doing? Like for 30 minutes, will I just stand there and not do anything and just hula hoop? And so I had no idea, like it's not, I hadn't planned, yeah? So I started doing this, and then I get challenges with my music at times, when the background music and the beats, and the mind, the brain just gives you a rough idea out of the views. Like, I think this entire last week, the highlight has been just counting in German, counting in Swahili, and just teaching like the basic things. It's not something that I had in mind when I started this. So it's all random, spontaneous, and it makes the journey worthwhile. And just reminds me more that you'll just get started. I mean, you'll get the tools that you need when you get there. It's kind of loose translation of you'll get there, you'll cross the bridge when you get there, yeah? Don't start thinking that, oh, maybe there are crocodiles in the water. I mean, there might be crocodiles, and but then once you get there, maybe you find that, oh, there are people who charge you to use their boat, and then you cross the bridge, you will cross the river, yeah? So cross it when you get there. That's another thing I've gotten to learn. What else? I have also gotten to learn that you need to take a breather, take a pause, appreciate the view throughout your journey, because celebrate yourself, celebrate the small milestones. And this then 2 minutes, 3 minutes, then I would go for like 5 minutes, then it drops, I take it again, you know, that attitude of not giving up and just trying. So that's also important, that you've gotta keep focused, and when you achieve something, celebrate yourself. It gives you the motivation to keep carrying on. Because I remember when I got to 10 minutes without dropping, I was, yay, this is awesome. Let's see if tomorrow I get to 15 minutes and reduce the phases. I started 10, 10, 10 for the 30 minutes of hula hooping, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Then when I was able to get to 15 minutes without dropping the hula hoop and not feeling like the bag is overwhelming, I said, okay, now reduction, the phases are 2, 15, 15. And now I am at 1 phase, you see? So it's celebrate the smaller milestones, and they are the stepping stones to the trophy, yeah, they are. To get to this level, and because this is also an accountability channel, it's an accountability corner, it doesn't mean that this is the end of this. I mean, yeah, it's just keeping yourself accountable for whatever it is you want to do and tracking it. And I am excited to see what comes next. You know, this was just a start. Like I said, get started, and then you'll get the tools progressively as you're in the journey. This will complete a whole week of a streak, 30-minute streak. And maybe we can break up 1 up to 20 in Swahili and German as we wait for the minutes to elapse. Okay. We start with German. 1 up to 20 or 50. Let's do 50. Yeah. Yeah, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 1 up to 59 in German. Now we say it in Swahili. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, ishirini na moja, ishirini na mbili, ishirini na tatu, ishirini na nne, ishirini na tano, ishirini na sita, ishirini na saba, ishirini na nane, ishirini na tisa, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, okay, we keep moving. Still time. How many minutes again? 45. 9 minutes to go to hit the 30th. Oh, be careful. I don't want to break the pattern. 51. I'm 50, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 98, 99, and 100. Alright, we call it a wrap with the challenge, and now it's time to take stock. Let's see how it looks. This is 37.5. So you can see easy rotating a little bit, a little resistance. So that's 37.5. That's 7.5. So not a difference, right? Yeah. I guess that has remained the same. Okay, so this is the lower tummy. That's the back like this, and as you can see, there's some space here to rotate, and we see it's at, this is 28.5 for the lower tummy, and this is the rotational space. So lower tummy is this, like that, right? The lower tummy, 28.5. So it doesn't go round like this because of sweat, but yeah, you can see there's some space, just like I was measuring when we started. So give some space and some room to rotate, and it's not like super tight, because if we go with tight, you see this space here, then it will go to 27.5. So that's like super tight, but now give it room, so it's 28.5. 28.5, that's the lower tummy. When I started, lower tummy was 29.5. Okay, we go to the midsection. The midsection here. So this is the middle, right? You can see 27.8, 27.7, the midsection. If this space that I'm leaving here, you can see like it's like that. So if we go tight, then it becomes less, but now it's 27.7 for the mid. When I started, the mid was 28, so that's a shred of some inches. Then we go to the upper tummy, the upper part. 27.7 for the upper tummy. So when I started, the upper tummy was 28.5. The midsection was 28, and now it comes to 27.5. They're about 27.7, 27.7. Let's go with 7, the higher side. So 27.7 for the mid, and then we go to the lower, so the lower extends a bit, and this is 28.5. So that's just cross-checking the measurements again, and the lower part, it didn't change, so it's still 37.5 or 0.6. So I think it depends also on the type of material that I wear for the leggings. So if it has some space, then I think these inches here increase. But for the tummy, it's why I try to just measure there so that it doesn't get influenced or affected by any other. So we get like the accurate measurements. And yeah, we call it a wrap, and we have our results. And it's safe to say that according to the 1 month challenge that I've run, 5 weeks, 5 days a week for 30 minutes of hula hooping and 50 squats, we've seen that there's a reduction in all the sections that we took measurements of. That's the upper tummy, the midsection, and the lower section. So when someone asks me, does hula hooping really help with the waist? My answer is yeah, it does help. And this was only for this duration, so I'm sure if you keep working, then it gets better. And also I think it does help with toning. I can see like there's some proper toning. It's not like when I started here and here, so it's starting to get defined. I think it helps also with the toning. But you can be the judge, decide for yourself. Do you think it does or it doesn't? But at least I'm giving you the measurements real time and we walked the journey together. So I would safely say that yes, hula hooping helps with the tummy. And now this is the close of a challenge. From next week, I'll just be carrying on with the same workouts, and I'll add additional workouts that specifically target the core. That's to mean that I got the accurate results just based on the hula hoop. I didn't want to mix with any other workout. Normally I do them hand in hand, and there's a quicker, it's a quicker process when I combine. But hula hooping also, I think it depends. Yeah, and I almost forgot. I had promised to show you how the hula hoop behaves. I said it's a portable one, so this is how it is. Mine is a very light one. I think this would give a beginner some tough time because it needs some mastery to be able to rotate it. So maybe if you're considering getting one and it's your first time, get one that has a little bit of weight, because yeah, you see. So this is how this looks like, and I can easily carry it and just go wherever I'm going. Whether I want to go to a park for a walk and just do some of the activities, this is how it is. And I have my hula hoop with me like I promised, and it's the end of a challenge. Thanks for staying tuned. On to the next one.